Greetings, I'm Zach, and today I'm doing another unboxing for you. Now, this is an unboxing that has been on the cards for a good long while, but I feel as if I couldn't do it justice had I not watched something from it, and that is basically J-Horror Rising from Arrow Video. Now, this is a box set that popped up sometime last year, actually, and we all know from watching my previous videos that I've actually gained a rather keen interest in exploring like Japanese horror movies, martial arts movies, Chinese, all of like the Asian cinema side of things, which you really don't get too much of here in the UK, and it really has boomed in the boutique label market of Blu-rays and such from 88 Films, Arrow Video, Eureka, countless others. That seems to be the thing to bring out right now. Now, when this came out, this actually, I was very keen to kind of dive into it. However, I only recently watched, what was it? It was Carved the Slit-Mouthed Woman from this particular box set with Jack. It was kind of like a friend's movie night, and it was one of like a triple feature, and I had great fun with it. It was actually a really nice surprise regarding this kind of movie, and what I must say regarding it is, comparative to the other kind of horror films of a similar like ilk, I would say, if we remember that I did the unboxing of John the Grudge collection from Arrow Video, and I really wasn't particularly impressed with the original Grudge movie, which kind of spawned that whole business of like Japanese straight-to-video horror movies, all that jazz, in like US remakes and things like that. I wasn't impressed really, and I was kind of surprised at what an impact that movie had. Carved the Slit-Mouthed Woman, if I can pronounce it correctly, was actually a really good surprise treat, and it really encouraged me to dive into the rest of the box set, which, of all, I have yet to do, unfortunately. I really need to find some time. It's because I'm making all these videos and doing countless other things, but that's what's important for the time being. So I do need to find a nice evening to maybe chunk my way through a few of these. So in this particular box set, we have 7 movies, which was quite a lot. Is quite a lot considering what they are. Because obviously Arrow Video, you don't always tend to get as many movies, like, I mean, I just look up there, you got trilogies and things like that, but 7 movies of titles that you wouldn't really be familiar with in like the UK market is a good thing to do. I think it was very much a key thing to do for Arrow Video here. So if I just go to Carved the Slit-Mouthed Woman, which is actually that one, I think I've got the reversible covers on here. We do have a good few art cards. So this particular one is from Carved the Slit-Mouthed Woman. I think so is that one. There's a lot of art cards in here, which is quite crazy. I think that one's from the other one in that particular disc, because I think that is kind of a budgetary thing when it came to these, is they had to kind of double up on a few of them, which is entirely understandable. But that is Carved the Slit-Mouthed Woman and Persona, I believe. Yes, that's it. That is the reversible cover. Very, very nice artwork, very clean artwork, very quite creepy artwork from Arrow Video. So if I just actually flip that round, maybe I can have a look to see special features. There was a very interesting little kind of side documentary thing in here, which basically also had a look at some more like other movies that weren't obviously included in this box set, but it actually turned out that Third Window, a kind of a faction of Arrow Video, seemed to release, I think it was a movie called, it's like Hurakiri the Goblin, which looked kind of creepy and quite cool, and kind of inspired me to kind of check out that line of things. So if I open the next one, which is Nori the Curse. More art cards here. There's got to be, in this particular box set, like an abundance of art cards, which is really cool. It's really cool. So I'll show you that. Obviously, you can see that the artwork regarding the alternate covers is very much in keeping with the style of the actual outer box, which is really nice, really nice. Kind of sticks out on a shelf. You can see like a gap up here, and you can obviously kind of see that I've had a bit of a shuffle around in here. But it really does stick out on a shelf, which is really cool, really cool. I kind of feel, to the regard of this particular box set, that Arrow has truly shown themselves like to be like the superior of the blue boutique labels, because they really like knock it out of the park regarding all like the additional content, special features. Restorations, of course, are really, really good. So in this particular one here, we have Inugami and St. John's Wort, which of all the titles sounds the most bizarre. I haven't really read too much into like the synopses and things, because I kind of want to go in a bit blind, much like Carve the Slit-Mouthed Woman. And if any of these are as good as the Slit-Mouthed Woman, then this is probably one of my like obscure titles, like highest regarded obscure titles from Arrow Video. I think like as a box set overall, this really has shown Arrow Video to be like amazing at what they do. However, when they don't put as much effort in, it does kind of show them up, which is probably where my mind's at, because this really does show that they can put their all into it. And this one is Isola, or should I say Isola Multiple Personality Girl, and Shikuru. Is that how you say it? Shikoku. As I say, my Japanese isn't amazing. I'm not entirely sure as to what that means, and I look forward to finding out when I actually dive in to the other movies in this particular box set. So, wow, I'll just open this, and yet again, there are more art cards. That's got to be... how many art cards? How many art cards have been in this? It's got to be like at least 4 per like movie. That's an insane amount. Like an insane amount of art cards for this, which is crazy. I know that not everyone is like for art cards and things, but as like a little bonus feature in like a limited edition box set, it really is what you need to include to kind of make it stand out, make it special. Again, I cannot deny the amount of special features that have been put on to each of these discs. It's actually really, really exciting. But it does kind of feel, especially when you're like as a collector and you have collected such like a physical media collection, it does kind of feel like at times when you have collected so much that you do feel a bit overwhelmed. You don't really have enough time in the day to give everything the full attention it deserves. Now, I know a lot of people kind of have purges and things, but that really isn't my type of deal, because in my opinion, if I've bought like an item, I don't then want to not enjoy that item. I don't want to find it on my shelf sealed a couple of years later and go, oh, I haven't watched that, I'm just going to sell it, because that's kind of a bit pointless in my opinion. So, additionally to this box set, we have a very cool looking book here. You can see that it's got the Slit-Mouthed Woman there. I know that because I saw the movie. In here we literally have information, essays galore regarding the J horror movies and the movies in this box set. And that is a prime example of how to do a booklet. 88 films, when you did your Sneaky American Pie box set Blu-ray with the booklets, that was just stills from the movie. That is dedication for you. That is the good stuff. And if ever I want to dive into that and find out more, it's there for the taking. The information is there, and that's great. Absolutely fantastic. Final item in this particular box set is indeed a poster. A poster initially I wasn't particularly like too taken by. It is indeed the slit-mouthed woman there, and then just the poster from the front. Now, I wasn't initially like too taken with that, but having actually seen the slit-mouthed woman, it has gone up in my opinion. It has gone up in my opinion, because I wasn't going to touch this box set. It had been on my shelf for a while, and I was like, that's just going to go into the fray, and if I don't watch it, am I ever going to watch it? So I decided, when I was doing a little bit of a surprise movie night type of thing with Jack, that I was going to just go sod it and watch something with him, because basically Jack's one of those people where you can watch a subtitled movie and he's not going to lose focus, he's not going to like drop in and out of it, look at his phone or whatever, which is fantastic. little side bit of promotion for Jack there. Great guy, great friend. Everyone needs a Jack. But anyway, so regarding this, having watched Slit-Mouthed Woman, I think that was really the best choice for me in this particular like box set to have watched. I think it was actually, when I did look at like ratings and reviews and things regarding the other ones, I think it was Isola the Multiple Personality Girl kind of intrigued me, and Norayu the Curse. Again, if I'm pronouncing that right. So yeah, it's a really good box set. I really did enjoy this box set. Just get that to go back in there. Like that. That can go back snug on the shelf. Now, what's really interesting, obviously, big Arrow video collector. Having watched that, that does kind of inspire me to check out what was it? I looked it up on my phone just before this video. It was the V Cinema Essentials Bullet and Betrayal Limited Edition Blu-ray from Arrow Video, which was a similar price to this, £55. Now, considering Arrow Video, that for some could be considered a bit pricey, but considering what I got from that particular box set when I took the punt for it, and if you are like a regular Arrow Video like collector, then you've definitely got to check out the reward system, because you are missing out if you don't, because you can rack up about £15 worth of discounts for each of your orders, and that is like insane, definitely insane, and a great help for you to kind of basically bolster your orders, make the most of the collecting experience, because it is a great website. I did look actually at getting Life Force 4K for a while. I unfortunately missed that when that came out for pre-order, but that has actually disappeared from their website, which is really weird. It's kind of like a weird instance there. Forgive me for the kind of sidetrack here, but yeah, I contacted them via the emails on social media and things, and they did seem to be a rather good help with it, which is really nice. Unfortunately, they didn't manage to kind of say whether or not they were going to bring out like a standard like 4K of Life Force. So at the moment, it's kind of looking like, unless I can kind of track it down somewhere, that I'm going to have to get the Blu-ray version, which I don't necessarily want to do. I kind of wanted that limited edition 4K of Life Force. So if anyone out there has got that and doesn't want it anymore, please get in contact with me, because you know what, I would love to add it to my collection. So overall, with J-Horror Rising, if you have any question as to whether or not you should get this, if you are a big fan of, well, The Grudge, I know I'm not, but if you're a big fan of that, or even The Ring, or something along similar lines, I would definitely check this out, because this has got some undiscovered gems here that you probably have never heard of until it was compiled into this box set. Really, honestly, that is 100% true. You are missing out if you miss this. So yeah, take from this what you will. I think for the price it was at the time, £55, was alright. It's a good price considering the 7 movies, all the bits and pieces you get in here. So yeah, that was great. And if you'd like to see any further unboxings of Arrow Video things and bits and pieces, I have a exclusive collection up there that you can already see. So if there's any titles that are sticking out to you that you would like me to do an unboxing for, then I will happily do that for you, so please let me know in the comments. In the meantime, please like and subscribe to this channel and comment below any suggestions of further reviews you'd like to see. So I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, in the next one.